Hi guys, it's Miss Stewart here, and I am the librarian at Webb Middle School, and today we are going to explore all that MYON has to offer. The first thing you must do is to log in, and always use ReadyHub when logging in, because it will log you in automatically. And as you can see on the Renaissance homepage, there are a lot of features, and it used to be called MYON, and now they've gone to Renaissance. So MYON is that purple circle on the Renaissance dashboard. Alright, so once you click on MYON, a big dashboard is going to appear, and there's going to be all sorts of information, but we're going to focus at the top three selections, which is library, news, and classroom. And I'm going to refer to these as tabs, and we're going to first talk about classrooms, since this tab has a lot of information and a lot of features to use. So, if you click on the Classroom tab, what you will see is a list of students. These are all the students that have been assigned to you this year. And as great as MYON is, they have not grouped your students for you. You have to do that. So you are going to create groups or classes first, and I suggest calling them by class period, first period, second period, third period, and so on. So go ahead and create all your groups first. Then you are going to add students to your group. So now we are going to assign students to a group. After you select the class that you want to put students in, click the roster/groups, then select My Roster. This roster will list all of your students. Here you can search for the students to add to that class period. Then click the green check mark to add them to the class period. Repeat this step for all of your classes. That was the Students tab under the Classroom tab. Alright, next. Now let's talk about projects. We are still under the Classroom tab. Projects. This is a very underutilized tool on MYON. You can actually create a project of your own or copy one from someone else. And as you can see, I show a picture of 3 projects that someone has already created. So if you're going to copy a project, just click the little cloud with an arrow, or if you're going to create a new project, click Create a New Project. Alright, here, this slide is just what, this is a picture of what it would look like if you were to search the cloud for a project. Whether if you were to create a project or copy a project, this box will pull up. So you need to name your project. You have to give me a description. So these are the questions I want you to ask yourself when filling out this box. Why are you creating this? If this is for others to search, if you want others to use this, what words are they going to use to find it? And what is the goal for the students? And are you going to share this with the world? Then you can add a task. And there are 5 different tasks for the students to complete, 4 of which can be done in MYON. And the last one, the all-purpose task, cannot be completed in MYON. That is something outside of MYON that they can do. Once you are done selecting all of your tasks and you have saved them all, you can assign them to a class. Then you're gonna click. Then click Assign, and then select the class period you want. Then click Apply. And now those students have the project listed for the assignment to view. Now that you have created a project, you can track your students' progress with reports. Now make sure, whatever you do in projects, you have to save each task individually. Alright, I forgot to say that on the last slide. Alright, now on to reports. This is the last tab. Nope, this is not the last tab. We got one more. This is the 3rd tab under Classrooms. So as you can see, there are quite a lot of reports. The 2 that I find most useful are the core report and the quizzes report. These are going to give you an excellent overall view of your students, what they have read, what they haven't, well, not what they haven't read, but what they have read, and the quizzes is going to give you a good judge of what mastery level they have done for those books. The last tab under classrooms is reviews. Yes, the students read books on MYON, and they are asked to review the book they read. However, as a teacher, you have control over what reviews are published. So you can read the foul language after they review the book. And once they review the book, there will be a short 5-question quiz. This is not an AR quiz. This is one that MYON has created. You can view the percentage right or wrong of the 5 question types, but not the actual question. So when I was talking about reports, the quizzes report, that is where this information is going to come in handy. You can actually see what content skill that MYON has chosen that they are proficient in or not so proficient in. Alright, so let's go back up to that main tabs, those top 3 tabs. We're going to go all the way back to the first tab. We're going to go to the library tab. This is a list of all the books that MYON has. You can filter your book choice by these 5 filters that you see on your screen. You can also search by term, and you can even search by standard. So find that TEK you're looking for and search for it, and you can pull up a book that focuses on that TEK or that skill that you want your students to work on. When you click on a book, this is the information that is given. If you want to see if there's a MYON quiz, all you have to do is click the I, the lowercase I, and more details will show. And then it will say if there is a MYON quiz. And if there's a MYON quiz, the kids can take it, and that's where you would see their data and reports. You can also favorite this book, and you can add it to a project from this book, from this screen as well. Favorite it by clicking the heart. Add it to a project by clicking the file folder. The last tab we're going to talk about on the top is the news tab. There are always 5 articles for students to read, and these always reflect what's happening in the world. And it just gives them a good connection to the outside world and having an understanding of what they're seeing on the news if their family does watch the news. There's always a brief quiz at the end of every article, and there's also a book and a couple other features to help extend learning. The globe, the little earth with the little pinpoint on it, that will always tell you where the story took place. There's always a video, there's pictures, there's an arrow, so that's like a call to action. What is something they can do outside of school to help the world and help promote or learn more about that article. And as always, you've guessed it, you can add it to a project. And lastly, here's what the students see. They can see how many minutes they've spent reading, how many pages they have read, how many books they have finished. They can even see the projects that have been assigned to them and what needs to be finished and what has been finished. All right, I hope this has helped you, and to learn more about MYON and everything it has to offer, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And have a great day, guys.